A tense courtroom hearing unfolds as 32-year-old Ronnie Simmons appears before Judge Boyd facing charges of second-offense family violence. Prosecutors explain that Simmons allegedly punched his own mother in the mouth after she refused to drive him to the store, leaving the courtroom stunned by the seriousness of the accusation. As the hearing continues, it's revealed that this is not the first violent incident involving the same victim, making the case even more troubling for the court. Judge Boyd carefully reviews the defendant's criminal history and repeatedly questions his attitude during the proceedings. The judge notices Simmons smiling and laughing at certain moments, behavior that immediately raises concerns about whether he truly understands the gravity of the situation. The courtroom atmosphere grows more intense as the judge stresses that violence against family members is unacceptable under any circumstances, especially when the victim is the defendant's own mother. Despite the seriousness of the allegations, the court ultimately grants Simmons deferred adjudication under strict conditions. He is sentenced to 6 years of supervision and ordered to complete anger management classes, attend a BIPP program, report regularly to probation officers, and avoid all contact with his mother. Judge Boyd warns him that any violation of these conditions could lead to severe consequences, including prison time. Before ending the hearing, the judge delivers a strong message about responsibility and personal behavior, reminding the defendant that his actions not only hurt his family but also set a damaging example for his child. The emotional courtroom exchange highlights the lasting impact of domestic violence and serves as a reminder of how quickly anger and poor decisions can destroy family relationships.
All the appropriate places. Did you understand what you're charged with is assault family second offense? That's a third-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Counsel, has the client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, sir.
Showing you the plea bargain page, did you review that case? I'm sorry, did you review that page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
According to the plea bargain agreement, the state is recommending deferred adjudication. And Mr. Simmons, did you understand that to be the entirety of your plea bargain agreement?
Yes.
Defense, is that the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, sir.
State, is that the plea bargain agreement?
It is.
Next, I'm showing you outside the plea bargain agreement. State is requesting that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 5 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation, no contact with Cheryl Simmons, no harmful or injurious contact with Ronald Simmons, and of course, there's an affirmative finding of family violence. I know that you all have put affirmative finding of family violence below the line, but if I deem that this is a family violence case, there will be an affirmative finding of family violence. Does everyone understand?
Yes.
All right, other than that, did everyone understand that I don't have to follow the recommendations from the state? Did you understand?
Yes.
All right, then to the offenses charge, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Okay.
State, any evidence?
The state offers States Exhibit 1 and all attachments, Your Honor. No objections, Judge.
Court will accept into evidence States Exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, I review on States Exhibits 1 and attachments. The court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Judge.
All right, so first question I have, Ronald Simmons. Is Ronald Simmons married to your mom, and do they live together or no?
Father, actually, Judge. And I think your parents were married. Yes.
So they live together. How old are you?
32.
You're 32 years old. And is this complaint in this case your biological mother?
Yes.
Why are you hitting your mom? I mean, don't do this thing where we're shaking our head, we're trying to consider, because what I just read is you punch your mom in the mouth. We only get one mother. And it says that she was bleeding. I mean, if you want a jury trial, I'm here. Anybody who wants a jury trial is more than welcome to have it. But it appears that you have some anger issues because this is a family violence second. This is not a first. How old is your mother?
46.
When's her birthday?
May 30.
You sound very unsure. All right. So why are you hitting on your mom? bodily injury family household and cause number 6698877. Who were you on probation for out of that cause number? What is their relationship? Can somebody look that up for me? Cause number 6698877. It's a county court cause number, and see who the complainant was.
Cheryl
What are the
Simmons.
parents?
Cheryl Simmons.
Yes.
So the same person.
Right. Yeah.
What is your issue with your mom? I don't understand people who hit their mothers and their parents.
Right.
As you know, I'm from the old school of parenting. That most definitely would not have been allowed. And there are many things that I cannot say, but I don't know if, well, I do know. If I would have hit my mom, well, let's just say I would not be here as judge now. But people would probably be saying, oh, we remember Stephanie. She was such a nice little girl. So why are you hitting on your mom? And this is not the first time. There has to be a reason for it. Why do you think it's okay to hit your mother?
I mean, I could sit here and say I didn't, but I mean, I said no context, so.
They're saying that she's bleeding from the lip. That's just, I don't know, something she did to herself. All right. And it says here you hit her with a closed fist, splitting her upper lip. In this day and age, people act like children can't ride the school bus. They got to have a nice car. People can't walk to where they need to go because it's embarrassing, or get on the VIA bus because it's embarrassing. If you don't have a car, can't afford a car, get a car, you walk. All right. Are you employed? Would that be at Babies?
Yeah, face.
Are those burgers better than Chris Madrid's?
Mm-hmm.
I'll see. You both, if you work there, you're supposed to say most definitely, but
Chris Madrid's is hard to beat, Judge. He's trying to be honest. He's under oath. He's trying to be honest.
okay. All right. Do you have any children?
Yes, ma'am.
What are their ages?
7.
And who does your child live with?
Mother.
Do you see your child?
So
Do you pay child support?
yes.
All right. And I ask these questions because part of your conditions on probation, which sometimes people don't read all of the conditions, even though probation, I know, goes all of the conditions with you. Part of the conditions of probation automatically is supporting your dependents. All right. All right. 6 years deferred adjudication, proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. No unsupervised contact with minors. No contact with Cheryl Ann Simmons, and that's with 1 M. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. I'm going to want regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular UAs. I'm going to want field visits 2 times per month until further notice. The BIPP course, anger management, probation. Is there anything else he needs?
Honor, did you mention community service hours?
Let me do that. There's to be no harmful or injurious contact with Ronald Simmons. 200 hours of community service restitution. 40 of those hours will be waived if you provide proof of the COVID vaccination. Court is not requiring you to get that, but if you do, 40 of those hours will be waived. Parenting class entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it? Because this is plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. And because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. Good luck to you. You only get one mom in this world. And you know what? The way you're treating your mom, you're asking for your son to behave in that same manner. And your son may end up going before a judge because they're looking.
The courtroom hearing comes to an emotional conclusion as Judge Boyd delivers a final warning to Ronnie Simmons about the seriousness of his actions and the consequences that could follow if he fails to change his behavior. Throughout the case, the court focused heavily on the fact that this was not an isolated incident, but a repeated act of violence against his own mother. The judge makes it clear that family violence is never acceptable and that the defendant has already been given more chances than many others in similar situations. As sentencing is finalized, Simmons is ordered to follow strict probation conditions, including anger management classes, counseling programs, regular reporting requirements, and a complete no-contact order with his mother. Judge Boyd explains that the court is giving him an opportunity to turn his life around, but warns that any violation could quickly result in prison time. The judge also stresses that the defendant's behavior and attitude during the hearing raised serious concerns about whether he fully understands the damage his actions have caused. The emotional atmosphere in the courtroom reflects the painful reality of domestic violence cases, especially when they involve close family members. The hearing serves as a reminder that moments of uncontrolled anger can permanently damage relationships and leave lasting emotional scars. Judge Boyd's strong words emphasize the importance of accountability, self-control, and making better choices before it is too late. By the end of the proceeding, the courtroom is left with one major question: will Ronnie Simmons use this second chance to change his life, or will he eventually face even harsher consequences? The case stands as a powerful example of how courts handle repeat family violence offenses and the difficult balance between punishment, rehabilitation, and public safety.